What's up everybody, Prepared Guy here once again, and today we're taking a look at the Klarus Xt11GT Pro. Upon unboxing, you'll find a really nice nylon case with a D-ring and a Velcro belt loop that doubles as a MOLLE attachment. The light itself, with an IMR 18650 3100 mAh 3.6 volt rechargeable lithium-ion battery, instructions, a C-type charging cable, and of course an extra O-ring and a lanyard. The Xt11GT Pro is made from aerospace-grade aluminum alloy, is IPX8 water resistant, has an impact rating of 1.2 meters, and weighs in just over 170 grams, or just over 6 ounces with the battery on board. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I accidentally leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test, I ran the Xt11GT Pro on the 3300 lumen turbo mode and let the battery drain down naturally from there for a total runtime of 3 hours and 15 minutes that included the lower step down modes as well. This will be the shortest amount of time the light will run for without spamming the turbo mode. During my thermal test in the 3300 lumen turbo mode, the Xt11GT Pro got up to a max thermal output of 124 degrees Fahrenheit or 51 degrees Celsius after 55 minutes of use. During my recharge time test using the USB charging port on my Jackery Explorer 160, the Xt11GT Pro recharged from completely depleted to fully recharged within 3 hours and 24 minutes. Now let's take a quick tour of the modes and general operation of the Klarus Xt11GT Pro. Alright guys, so we are going to take a look at the Klarus Xt11GT Pro. We're going to do a quick tour of the body of the light, and then we're going to do some functions for this light. So here we are. This is a brief tour. You got your one-way clip right there, pocket clip, and then you have an aggressive bezel, two-tone. You got the chrome. It's a nice bezel that they got there. It looks like it's got pretty decent heat sink. You can see by the design, and it actually does have pretty decent heat sink. Then you have your two buttons at the back here. You got the primary mode on, and then you have the just mode that you can cycle through. So like this is the cycle through, and right now we're in the outdoor mode. This is not in the tactical mode. I'm going to show you how to turn it on to the tactical mode. It comes in tactical mode, but for the purposes of this video, I've decided to start in the outdoor mode because in order to change the modes, you have to hold down this button. And this button is the modes button, but if you hold this down to transfer it over to the outdoor mode from tactical, you're going to be staring at a strobe for like at least 5 or 6 seconds. So that's why I wanted to kind of do this backwards. So this is the outdoor mode. So here's how this works. Okay, it has a momentary on that's only in the 10 lumen mode for momentary on. If you hold that down long enough, 1, 2, 3, it'll stay on. And then you'll be able to cycle through from there. Now you're not going to be able to access SOS mode unless you actually turn the light on from the primary mode. So primary light on, 1, 2, 3, you can cycle through all the different modes. 1, 2, 3, there you go. If you hold down the button for the modes, it'll start to flash, and that is now in the SOS mode. And if you want to get out of that, you just press the button again, it goes back into the lowest mode. Now the modes are as followed. You have your 10 lumen low mode, which is what we're in right now. That has a runtime of 120 hours or 5 days. Press it again, it goes into the medium 200 lumen mode with a runtime of 12 hours. Press it again, you have your 1200 lumen mode with a runtime of 4 hours. And then you press it again, you go into the 3300 lumen turbo mode with a runtime of 1 hour and 48 minutes, which is a total runtime. Then you have your SOS mode, so hold down the button again, and then we're in SOS, and that has 200 lumens with a runtime of 32 hours. So you're going to be able to get help if you need help, if you leave this in the woods facing whatever direction you think help is. All right, so now let's go and transfer over to the tactical mode. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. This is the C-type charging port here, by the way. Pretty nice, solid design. It's flush in there, which I like. I love the C-types for these flashlights. So going into the tactical mode, you're going to hold down this button right here, And then you're going to look at this little light here. There's an indicator light here. So we're going to hold it down and it's going to change. It's going to start flashing from green, if you can see it, to red. Now you're going to keep holding this down and you're going to press down the other button and then you're going to let go. And now we are in the tactical mode where this is the strobe. See, that's why I didn't want to hold this down the whole time, because I've been strobing you guys for about 5 to 10 seconds. So pretty simple operation, same thing. You're going to be able to cycle through and then you turn it off and on, and this is always just going to be strobe now. So no matter what I do, that's going to be strobe. So I don't want to flash you guys too much, but that's how that works. Very simple operation. Let's take it outside and see what this bad boy can do. The Xt11GT Pro has a max beam distance of 410 meters or 1,350 feet. It also has a max candela of 29,440 CD. It also utilizes a luminous SST-70-WCS-H50R4 cool white LED coming in at 6500K with a CRI of 70. All right, guys, we are outside with this bad boy. I'm going to put this in the low mode to start out with. We're going to go into the outdoor mode and we're going to go into the 10 lumen mode. This is what the 10 lumen mode looks like from approximately 20 feet away from the railing in front of us. Now we're going to step it up to the 200 lumen mode. This is what it looks like at 200 lumens. And you can see with 200 lumens, I can see all the way out there into that tree line almost. And to be honest with you, that's like almost 75 feet, roughly 80 feet away from where we're standing right now. And I'm going to bump it up again. And now we're into the 1200 lumen mode. And that's the 1200 lumens. That's a lot of lumens right there. We're going to bump it up again. All right, guys, we are about 50 feet away from the marker in front of us right here. This is in the 10 lumen mode. I'm going to step it up again to the 200 lumen mode. As you can see with the 200 lumen mode, that's pretty bright, 50 feet away. You can make out all the details of everything that's in the background over there with that 200 lumens. I'm going to step it up again. We are in the 1200 lumen mode right now. And you can really make out all the details of all the bushes and trees in the tree line over there. No problem whatsoever. I'm going to bump it up one more time. This is 3,300 lumens. Didn't look like it did much when it stepped up, but that is 3,300 lumens. And that's pretty bright as well. Let's zoom in a little bit. You guys can see the details right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. You can see the bush over there, about 50 feet away from us. The marker is 50 feet away. 3,300 lumens. Pretty nice. Pretty nice light. Very bright. And you guys can see on the side of this light as well, when I turn it on and off, there's a light that shines on the side. That's the indicator light for the battery. And that's going to turn red when it starts kind of dying. So, but right now we are in the green, so that's really good. Another question that you guys probably were asking too in your head right now is, when you put it into the tactical mode, can you leave it in the strobe for an extended period of time? And the answer to that is yes. You have to turn the light on, hold down the strobe button, and you're just going to leave that on there. You're holding it down, and now I let it go, and you can see it's a variable strobe, so it's made to really disorientate people. So not bad, guys. Definitely worth it. My pros and cons are as follows. First, the pros. The light is bright, it recharges within reason to its run times, and has a very solid build quality. The separation of the tail switches for the tactical modes is a win in my opinion, and it has a very nice ratio of throw to flood for the beam. As far as cons go, I wouldn't mind seeing this with a 21700 battery, but it's more of a wish list request than a con. There really wasn't any cons to this light. The Klarus Xt11GT Pro is reasonably priced, rolling in at about $90 on sale, and ranges in price all over the internet. So if you find one, you might not get it for $90, it might be $130, but it just ranges from place to place. So in my opinion, the Klarus Xt11GT Pro is a great option for a tactical light. I feel confident in its ability to perform overall. So if you like what you see here, I'll leave a link down in the description below. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.